Hey guys, so I wanted to film this as an unwinding video to let you know how my day went after last night. I unfortunately did not get as much sleep as I thought I would. I sort of suspected it after I uploaded the video. I was like, I can just sense that this is not going to go well for me. I want to say that I cumulatively got maybe an hour of sleep. Thus, I would say that contributed to me struggling to concentrate at work. And unfortunately, what I do deals with numbers and logging stuff and comparing stuff, just some math. So I did mess a little something up, but the numbers are fine. It's just that instead of using some designated digits, I used different ones, and we're not used to doing that. But everything is correct. What matters is that the numbers add up. My math was perfect at the end when I revised after myself. It was tough because I could feel how I kept double checking myself, second guessing myself, and that typically means that something is in my mind and I'm struggling. But anyway, on the plus side, the first couple of hours were great with my colleagues because they just know how to make me laugh. It was what I call a male-dominated team, and what that means is that, they are more guys than girls. I was actually the only girl in my team. So the guys that I'm surrounded by are folks who I'm not necessarily tight with, but they're like the clowns of the group. So it was fun to hang around them because they can tell when something is off. So they will dedicate extra and be determined to make me laugh. So of course they had a bunch of jokes up their sleeves, and I just like that they are there for me in that aspect. But I was able to digest some of what I expressed last night, and I read 2 comments already from you guys, and it really helped me to understand that there's nothing wrong with me, like to be convinced that there's nothing wrong with me and that everything will be okay. It's one of those things that I know, but I tend to forget because I'm frustrated in the heat of the moment, like I'm just frustrated the moment it's happening. So I tend to forget all the wise stuff about life that I know. So that's when I like to reach out, and I'm glad that I tried it here on the channel because getting those responses from you brought my focus back. So I really appreciate you guys for that. I don't think I could have awakened in a better mood had I not done that. That was the first thing I did. I was like, I typically check the news and whatever, but I went to the channel, and I'm glad I did because I did not expect to get responses that soon, but I was hoping so. I'm just happy that you guys took those few minutes of your time for me and were there for me. So it reminded me of the friends that I did have at some point that did that for me. And maybe I still have some of those around. I just don't reach out to them often enough because sometimes what I worry about is I tend to be this person who's like appearing to be joyful all the time, and I feel like if I express to people the stuff that makes me feel down, no matter how insignificant it is, I feel like they're going to start associating me with someone who's sad. And I've actually been told that in the past by some people who I really cared about, and they meant a lot for me. I used to be excited about expressing anything, whether it be a challenge, but then, when I had those few people who I really looked up to and loved, and they told me that I ruined their day with my sad stories, it's like, oh, I thought I could count on you. But apparently not. So I had to find out the hard way. But anyways, you guys, I'm not going to drag too long on this. Typically, when I'm feeling down and stressed out like this, I tend to have zero energy for anything. Eating is one of them, but today I'm determined to share with you guys one of my favorite meals. So I will film that separately and do a cooking video, because cooking is something that I'm not very passionate about, but I'm actually pretty good at it. So it will be hard to shoot because I can only comfortably film about 15 minutes of footage in my phone and then edit it and have a copy for me to upload and still have memory in my phone to do stuff. You guys will see. I'll film some steps, but I won't be able to show you live what I'm doing. And it's also a messy process, and I don't have like an iPhone tripod, so I guess that's something I should get for Christmas. But anyways, I'm not going to give the details away if I'm going to go over it when I film the video, but just to give you guys an idea of what you can anticipate. So alright guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and just know that I am feeling much better. I'll stick to my recovery path and be patient, and I'm not worried about how long it takes as long as I get better. It's like learning. Some kids learn at a faster rate than others. It doesn't matter how quickly you learn something or through which method, as long as you learn it and get it. So same thing with me. It doesn't matter how long it takes me to heal, as long as I'm healing and welcoming help. Alright, enough rambling. I'll see you guys soon.